which was still good. Still felt like we were so close to the experience, and there was just so much good stuff. So much good stuff. And sometimes it's so funny. I always take my notes upon notes, and my daughter always picks on me and goes, well, what do you do with your notes afterwards? And it's moments like this that I like to literally sit down a second and just kind of share different little nuggets that really stuck out to you. And if you don't have notes, that's okay. You might just remember something, or there was something that kind of really touched you, or and made you think, Laura, it almost looked like you were flipping somebody off. I'm not even gonna lie. That is why we love you.
Laura's like, I'm guilty. I did it. Yep, I don't care.
So first of all, Megan, I am loving your background.
Sorry, not sorry.
I love that you have your puppy. Ryan's puppy is right here too. Here's Xerxes. So we'll let you guys meet him. Come here.
I had to put the birds to bed because they were going batshit crazy.
Oh, do you hear my silent house right now? Silent night house?
I do.
Yeah.
This is Xerxes. This is my son's puppy, the husky. And of course, we got to get in the right frame here.
Angela's, guys, can we just take a moment to look at Angela's picture here? Because that girl is on fire in that picture.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Picture.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Ooh, looking good, lady.
So who wants to start with a little bit of a nugget or something that just really stuck out to them, that was or a segment, and how it really touched you? Anyone want to go first?
I will.
Awesome.
Okay. I'd have to say Dr. Deidre just always blows me away with all of her medical knowledge and with our products. So that's one. Two, I would have to say Eva Longoria, because she is so real. One of the things that she was talking about was, don't down talk to yourself, basically. Make sure that when you're talking to yourself, it's in the positive way. When you need to do something, don't say I have to. It's I want to, or talk to yourself in the better tones, and making yourself more upbeat about the things that you're doing. Not I had a busy day, but I had a productive day. It changes the whole dynamic of the way you're talking to yourself, and makes it sound so much better. And another thing was Lauren. She's just phenomenal as well. One of the things I have to say was when she was coming up on stage and she tripped. She didn't ignore it. She could have just, played it off like she didn't even do it, but she didn't ignore it. She came right out and said, did you just see me trip? And she was talking about when we have trips in life, get back up and keep on going. Don't let it hold you back. So those were the main things that I got, just, right off the top of my head. And, just being there and seeing so many of us women there, that was powerful, because
like-minded people.
Yes, because usually when you think of, most people, when they think of owning your own business, they typically will think in the male perspective. But there were so many of us women there that it was just unreal. So go ladies, we're doing it.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. Yeah, I really enjoyed, first of all, love what you were saying. That Lauren literally made something that could have been like years ago, Lauren might have like been, oh my gosh, and like broke down in tears. It's a teachable moment, and I just love the fact that she was just able, like you said, just pick up and like really spin that right around and put it on an analogy that was so appropriate for everyone. And I had no idea like the full scope of what Eva Longoria does. Like I had no idea she had such a powerful influence when it came to women in business. And it was really cute because she was like, I grew up in a family of powerful, amazing women. I have powerful, amazing women who surround me. And then I had a boy. So I think that just goes to show that sometimes God has a sense of humor. But
No,
one of the things that she said was, no one is going to believe in you unless you believe in yourself.
Mhm.
And that goes right with what Julie was talking about with be careful with your words. Be careful with your words. This is something I've been working on for years, but now I'm being even more intentional, and actually probably should have been even more intentional. Julie and I had talked just a little bit last week about when people are in your bubble and they are negative, like how do you combat that? And I said, one of the things, and I actually kind of did it to somebody today, they were being like super negative and they were putting stuff out there that was just negative. And I'm like, cancel, cancel, cancel. Sorry, no, we don't have that kind of talk in my bubble. Because those words are powerful and don't subscribe to the negativity.
Yeah. Did you really say cancel, cancel, cancel to the person? Really? Okay, I was making sure.
I said cancel, cancel, and then it was Jim, and I made him say cancel, cancel, cancel.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Now I did that with my son too, and he refused to say cancel, and I thought, well, I can't control his actions, but I can control mine. But like I have a business partner, and love her dearly, but I can always tell when she's going to be able to grow her business and when she's not going to be able to grow her business based on what's happening in her world. And, and if her world has got something going on that she can't handle or is overwhelming or something like that, that's all she can focus on is just that swamp land of negativity, and everything that comes out of her mouth is negative. And, and sometimes I'll respin it like, I felt really blessed about that. Or, for instance, I even said to my team, one of the things that was said was, she's like, well, all of my customers are X, Y, and Z. Words that I'm not even going to put out there because I don't want to put that out into the universe. And it was a negative connotation. And I said, you know what? You need to rephrase that. I am so blessed to have people with complex problems, and the right people are going to flow to me easily. And we have like a little team mantra that I send out all the time, which is even more funny because Jim and I like made out at Bandits at convention. Like I got a free t-shirt, I got a $50 sweatshirt, he won a Sezzle thing. And it's because of our little mantra that we say. So our team mantra is, and I send it out every day in a message because I'm that annoying. and I say the first words are read after me out loud. I am strong, I am successful, I am consistent, I am coachable, I am a leader, I love people, I help people, I make a difference, I get things done daily, I am a master UFO. Money comes easily and frequently. I am a leader of a team of successful leaders. Qualified partners flow to me and my team frequently. I am healthy and fit, I move with ease, and I make healthy choices daily. This is my affirmation, and I share it with them, and I encourage them to read it out loud.
You share that in group?
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I like that. I didn't have enough time to write all that down.
You might just get it daily.
Yeah, add me to your daily. I love that. I like
Daily,
those little messages.
I'm good with that.
And it's so funny because we were like this far away from hitting the master UFO, and we weren't even trying. Like it just was coming to us because that's what we're
good for
putting out.
you.
Because that's what we're putting out. So
That's
I
awesome.
love that. Anybody else have some amazing little tidbits or segments or anything that really touched them?
So I'll share. Angela, did you want to go next?
I just really want to say that I love that affirmation that you send out, and that's amazing. I really, I think that it's really important that we be mindful of the words that we use when we speak over our lives and our businesses and our family and our friends, because you're putting it out there. So yeah, that's amazing. I just want to say that.
So I actually,
Kim's
are you
on mute.
muted?
Kim's
Of
muted,
course,
yeah.
I muted myself and I said, well, you're probably going to get it every day now.
There we go.
I'm like, oh wait, Kim's talking. I love you, Kim. Just saying. You know, I actually had a moment, and I know that Megan and our lovely new guest here, they know about my moment that I had, and it really hit me super hard. Like I actually had to step out of the convention center for a bit. And at first, you know, honestly, it was when Lauren was talking about like, who do you have that was positive in your life, and who, you know, who grew up with yet, you know, that support and everything like that. And it really hit me hard because I didn't have that like ever. And it really sucked, you know. I was like, wait, I've never had that. Like it's always just been me, you know. So I ended up walking out just so that I could like kind of lose myself a little bit, because I felt it, you know, like when she asked, she's like, who in here hasn't had someone? Part of me was like, I should stand up. And then part of me was like, I am not standing up for that in front of this many people. Like that is not going to happen. And I told Megan, I'm like, I got to step away for a little bit. I'm sorry. And I did. I went outside and, you know, Angela was there, and thank God for, you know, my lovely team of people that I have, my tribe, you know, of people, because between talking with Megan and talking with Angela, and I saw it as like a big negative, but after thinking about everything, it made me realize a few different things. One, to go through everything that I've been through in my 43 years of life without the support makes me pretty badass. Like, and I'm not afraid to say that, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be conceited or nothing like that, but I have survived some shit, okay? Like, let's just talk real here. We're going to do the locker room talk. I've survived some shit, and I've done it on my own. I have risen up beyond so much. And I've been able to push through, and I'm still here. My story isn't over. You know, I may not have had the support and the backing that a lot of people grow up with, you know, like I was telling, I don't remember which one of you guys I was telling, but like, you know, my grandmother used to ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I told her I want to be the first woman to work in the pits of NASCAR, and I want to be a diesel mechanic. And she's like laughing at me. She said, you can't even pick up the damn wrench. You won't be able to do that. You know, my passion is singing. Am I good at it? Not so much. If I was, I wouldn't be here, right? She used to tell me, girl, you can't carry a tune in a bucket. Like everything was always a negative. Anything I wanted to do was like, you're never going to be successful. You're never going to be anything. You know, you're never going to amount to anything. So to be where I am today and have the things that I do have shows me that I have that strength within me that I didn't realize I had. And through hearing it at convention, it almost made me realize that maybe this is a little bit of my purpose. Like I'm supposed to reach down to those people that were in that spot or that are in that spot where I was and help pull them up and really just let them know that, you know, you're not alone. There's other people that have been through what you're going through. There's other people that have been to the like deepest, nastiest depths of what life can throw at us, and we can still rise up from that. So that for me was like a really powerful moment, but it took me a while to come to that realization too. So that
Sounds
was
like you needed to like really process it, unpack it, and then see it through a different lens. And
Yeah.
you know, I want to actually raise your hand if you've had someone in your life who's had that type of conversation with you, where you've said, "I want to do this," and they were like,
oh, you froze.
you know, because I know, like for me, I said to my mom, loving parents. I'm adopted, so first of all, you know, like I started my life with "Where do babies come from?" and like, you know, she kind of painted it as a picture as being a gift, but like my sister painted it as you were trash and thrown away, you know. So like there's always two sides of the coin here, right? And I remember, even though loving and caring and supportive and all of that, like I said, "Oh, I'm going to be a nurse." And they were like, "Ooh, don't you think you'd be better as a medical secretary?" And when I unpacked all of that at convention, because I was thinking about that as people were sharing their stories and their testimonies and stuff like that, and my daughter's voice came to me, because she, first of all, how I created and developed this amazing person, I have no idea. But her voice came to me and she said, "That's the patriarchy talking." And when she says that, oftentimes I'm like, "Oh, here we go again." But she's right. That generation of women, they were cut down and cut down and cut down. And they are speaking only what they know. Because for them, I don't even think they were allowed to really have a dream. And so they were probably trying to do their best with us, but I feel like our generation is kind of like broken the mold a little bit. And then the next generation is probably going to take it all the way to the top and slam dunk it for us.
Mhm.
And there's even sometimes when I'll say to Andriana, "Well, I just don't know." And she'll be like, "Mom, you're just saying that because that's all you've been taught." She's like, that's all you've been taught. And so then I sometimes have to like stop and process a little bit of what she's saying and stuff like that. Because, you know, like, let's just face it, she's going to be a doctor, she's in med school, she's gone to university, she's got a lot of different thought processes that I do. So I have to sometimes like take the words she's saying and then I have to like unpack it a little bit. So first of all, I want to congratulate you for being okay to be not okay. First and foremost, super proud of you, because that's not easy to do, especially in
Oh,
that
you're frozen.
Am I back?
I don't know if I'm freezing. Somebody
Yeah,
will.
freezing. No, we're not freezing. It's just Kim. You're frozen again. You're
Okay, so
free.
Kim is freezing. It's not my computer.
No, I'm not frozen. You're not frozen.
Okay,
No,
just wanted to make sure.
Kim just
Yeah, it's
disappeared
not
into the
you.
background.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yes.
So I wanted to just say I'm super proud of you, because it's not easy to not be okay, especially in that environment.
Yeah,
and
it's hard.
and super proud of you, even more so, for like really taking in those emotions and taking in those experiences and really trying to like unpack them and see the positive. So
Yeah. And like I
Yeah.
said, you know, Angela and Megan, you guys both really helped me through that. So thank you both. So thank you both.
You're welcome.
You're
Right here for
very
you.
welcome.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you shared that. That was really very inspiring to hear, you know, how that affected you. And I mean, I would never have known anything about you if you would have never said that. And I love that about this group, because we do share that and we do not have judgment and we love each other very much.
Absolutely.
And we're family. We're family.
Yep. Absolutely.
I also love the fact that you shared that, because now there's been, so So now I'm going to even unpack that even more. So you have that mindset, that past experience, and then you're very vulnerable and you go live a lot, and somebody posts something that's like negative. Instantly, that's going to trigger you and put you back to that like little girl self. So I'm so proud
Okay,
of you
back
for
up.
coming out and being
We-
live.
Oh, well, thank you. We kind of heard what you were saying. You stopped at you go live.
Now you have
Love
to
you.
remember everything you just said.
I'm glad that you said this, but
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm on Wi-Fi. I got a good signal. Okay. I was saying that, you go live a lot and you do a lot of live videos, and I can totally appreciate and there's always going to be the person who's going to be a hater and say something that's hurtful.
Yeah.
And I could see how that could easily trigger you into that little girl self. And I
And it
call it
has.
the devil in my head. I call it the devil in my head. When I hear the devil in my head, sometimes I have to be like, no, not today. You need to get on, because I don't have time for that. But it's still there. It still happens. Those words still come back to my head. And I'm proud of you, because I've seen since convention, you started going live more too.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I think is helpful is, like, if Laura's on, I try to hop on if I can, even if it's just for a couple minutes, to be like, girl, look at that. So if you have the ability to do that for each other, yes, because you know what? It's us against the world. We need each
That's
other.
right.
We need
That's
that
right.
love.
That's right.
So yeah, super proud of you.
And you have to that's another thing that I learned. I know Megan knows this. I stopped going live for a while, and the reason that I stopped was because I got a lot of negative feedback, and it was from people that I didn't expect it to come from. Like, my brother called me and he's like, you realize people are looking at you like you're disgusting. Like, every time you itch your head, they want to know why you got that in your hair. Does she have fucking bugs? Blah, 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 blah. And like, nobody wants to see you do your makeup. Nobody cares. Nobody wants your pyramid scheme. And he tore into me for like a good hour.
Wow.
And that's why I stopped going live. Like, I think I only did what, Megan, 2 lives after that. And then I just stopped.
no, you came back on eventually, and you put your power speech out there, which is awesome.
Yeah, I did that, but it still
But then
really
you stopped after that.
it had a major effect on me.
You
It really,
did.
it bothered me. And that was in the back of my head. Like, okay, am I, do I have an itch? Am I scratching? Am I like rubbing my nose? Like, what am I doing? And after convention, I'm like, no more. I'm not
That's right.
hiding
That's
who
right.
I am.
Okay.
I posted on TikTok. I'm like, this is me. I'm not hiding anything. This is what you get. If you don't like it, keep scrolling.
That
Like
part.
it or leave
That
it,
part.
baby.
No.
You ain't gonna be taking me down.
But you have to protect yourself. It's like it's going back to what you were saying and what Julie was saying too. You have to protect yourself from that negativity,
Yeah.
because if you allow that to penetrate you, it's like when and it's an old saying, and I think there's some truth to it. I think I learned it in psychology, actually. When you yell at a kid, you can yell at a kid twice and tell them you love them once, and they're going to remember those 2 times that you yelled at them. If you yell at them twice and you tell them you love them 5 times, or that they're great 5 times, they're still going to remember that negativity more so than they remember that positivity. So it's really, that negative is powerful.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure that you block that out and you keep yourself in the right state of mind. And, that's why I'm
And
so grateful
actually,
for all
to
of you
what you're
guys.
saying, there's a lot of science behind that in regards to hormones and neurons, and it does, and you can rework the neurons to go back down the positive pipe hole, but it does take some work. And I think having, like we've said, our tribe helps to give us those feel good things, so that those neurons have a better opportunity to like really get to the good stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, ladies' night's been really important, because even if it's just us, even if it's just us, that's okay. It's us. It's us lifting each other up, learning from each other, building on each other, and you know, having people to say, like I was saying to Julie, girl, I'm taking these new digestive things and they're like making me sleepy, which is gonna be great if I take them at the right time of day. I just keep forgetting and taking them at lunchtime. You know,
Great.
so Megan, did you have any little aha moments or anything that you
I
can
like
think of?
Fat Joe's speech. I really like that. His speech was like, it's real. Like I watched him the first time I saw him. I saw him actually on YouTube doing a speech for Market America, and this time around in person, obviously it's more like personal, and you know, he's not talking about having $50,000, you know, spending spree for his wife this time. It's talking about, you know, realism about himself, about what he's gone through, you know, and you know, he, you know, getting in trouble. $1 million to me is like, you know, a lot of money, obviously, and to hear him talk about someone, you know, his accountant looking for his $1 million, whatever, and you know, Lauren handed him a check for $1 million, and he's like, no, I don't want it, teach me how to make it. That was so moving. Like that hit me. Like I was like, whoa. Like I'm glad that I mean, obviously he's not taking a handout because he doesn't need to take a handout, but for him to even want to work even harder than he's already worked to get where he's at right now, and then wants to move forward, that like pushes me like even more than I even thought like I could be pushed. But still, like I just love his business mind, his family mind, and even saying like when we're talking about us being like a family, like a girl group, you know, we're here for each other, just like him and everybody else he's talking about. So I really liked what Fat Joe had to say. Yeah, so, and I also like the whole part with the be careful with the words that you use. I like those.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, and it's interesting because you're like, he didn't want to take a handout, but you know what? He was probably in that moment feeling super desperate because he had built all this up and now it was like all taken away from him and he was there with nothing. And I can't, sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, if you get it and then you lose it, it probably hurts even more than if you never had it. You know, so I'm sure, and of course you got your wife and your kids, and we all know how that could probably be too, you know, because they don't want to go back on, you know, eating junk food, you know, like eating whatever, not going out and getting shopping and all that. So I'm sure in that moment, it would have been really easy to be like, oh yeah, I'll take that check, I'll cash that check and I can go. But no, he did the right thing on show me how. And actually he's had his own struggles with building a business too, because, you know, so first of all, he's an unfranchised owner just like us. And he's had issues building up his team because guess what? People were loving on him and they would come and they would want to be a part of the business just to be like in his inner circle and not really want to build a business. They weren't business people. So which goes back to the whole qualifying people, you know, really taking the time before they even register their business to make sure that they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them.
That's right. That's right.
You know, because that's so huge. So he's actually had his own issues, but you know, he has one business partner that is thebomb.com, and she is always the winner of the President's Challenge, and that is Dawn Fiorio. I'm gonna say her name wrong. Is it Dawn, Jim? Fiorio, President's Challenge win. What is it? Dawn. Yeah, Dawn. Okay, I did say it right. And she is like his, you know, like rock star. Now he just needs to find another rock star just as good as her. And I want a Dawn too. Can I find a Dawn? Okay, we're gonna put it out there. We're all gonna find us a Dawn who wins the President's Challenge every single time.
Not only are we going to find one, but we are going to be one.
That part. That
There
part.
Love it. I want both. I want to be the one and I want to have one or two or 10.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
That means we're imprinting well. Love it, Laura. Love it. Angela, what was your little aha moment or a moment that really stuck out for you?
Oh my gosh, it was so many moments. It was just like they were just dropping so many nuggets. I'm looking at my notes now, trying to see which one I want to take, which one I want to lead off of. But it was just so many. For me, I need to know who we are and what we are. In depth, I need to really just study. It needs to be able to just roll off my tongue, and just really be able to know what I got. That's been one of my problems since I've been in, just not knowing how amazing this company is and all the advantages that I have since I'm in here.
Mhm.
And the legacy that I can leave for my children, and the fact that I just keep going. I just keep going, keep going, keep going. Never give up, because this works. This works. It has changed so many lives, as well mine included, the time I've been in here. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I'm really grateful.
Yeah,
You
that
know
is
that
awesome. And the legacy component of this is huge. So let's just take a minute and think about this. So Pam and Tony Bowling both passed away last year. Their son was there. They actually had him because they had hit another level and stuff like that, and he had to speak. And it was interesting because they were like, what would you like to share? And he is living the legacy of his parents, and ironically they had done all the hard work, and he gets to inherit that, but now he's got to keep it going. He's got to learn, and he's got to grow, and he's got to move, and he's got to learn about having a team and all of that. And Dennis Franks, his girls, in the early days, you'll see videos of them doing dance routines with their dad and stuff like that. They now have to keep that ball rolling. They need to, because like anything, it's not going to grow if you're not watering it, if you're not showing it a little love, if you're not giving it a little something. And you're 100% right. The only way you fail at this is if you give up.
Can I add too? Because Angela, you kind of reminded me, one of the other big things that really clicked with me. First off, can we just stop and recognize how amazing Drayton was?
Yes.
Holy crow. That man was on fire. But he said one
Yes.
thing that really stuck out to me. We've all heard that, this is a part-time business. It's a 2 to 3 year plan. You have to treat it like a business, not a hobby. And I've heard that and heard it. But you know what stuck out? When he stopped and he's like, this is called networking, not working. And I'm like, duh. Holy crow. Why did I never put that together? I think he was talking about when his guy quit or whatever. And he's like, you can't quit. You never started. This is networking, not working. And it just was yes, and you bring team members in, and you lose team members. And I've had the same thing, oh, I quit, I can't do this. Well, okay, you never started, so what's it gonna, I just had another partner leave. It's okay, well, you weren't using product, you were ordering it, but it's sitting in your closet, you don't use it. You don't do anything extra. You've never come to a UBP. You've never done anything. You've had 2 guests in the year and a half that you've been with me come to an HBP, but you didn't even show up. I was there for them. And it just really sunk in. It's yeah, that's the whole thing. This is not working. This is network marketing. It's not MLM. This is a lottery ticket that we've been given. All we have to do is scratch it.
So Laura, I'm going to challenge you for just 1 second. So everything that person wasn't, now I want you to say, I'm finding people who use the product. I'm, put that out there in the next, rephrase that all in a way of, this is who's coming to me.
You can ask Megan. I was on the phone with her today. You have no idea how. Okay, so can I just take a moment to like share the positive, because since I've come back, Megan, do you mind? Like if
Go
I share?
ahead.
Okay. She's looking like, oh boy,
She's
here we
like,
go
I
again.
don't even know what she's
Like,
gonna
I've already
say,
heard
but I trust her that much.
So
They don't know anything so about me.
let me tell you guys about the positive that has been happening since I've been able to change my mindset. Because, and I was on the phone with Mike Voigt today, and I told him, I said, no, was it Mike? No, I was on the phone with Carl
Steve, too.
and you. And I told him, I said, it sounds cliche because we all hear it's not about when you get into Market America, it's about when Market America gets into you. And I told him, I said, Carl, I think it happened. I said, I think Market America got into me. I said, but it didn't come from convention. I said, it was like a spiritual awakening, but with Market America. And so since I've gotten back, like Megan and I have been on a roll. We're communicating. We're doing a lot of stuff, working on some things. We got some coals in the fires. And I got a phone call. What was it, Megan? Sunday, Monday, Friday? When was that phone call that I got from Mike? Anyways, I got a phone call
Oh, yeah,
from
no,
Mike.
go ahead, no.
He's our local coordinator in Rochester. And he asked me to step up and be the UBP coordinator for Rochester. And I have no idea what that consists of. Okay. I'm like, I don't know. I know that means I got to like do something with UBPs. That's all I know. And I'm like, I wanted to be like, I don't know if I want that, and I'm hemming and hawing on it for like a couple seconds. And I'm like, you know what? He's asking me to step into this position. And if he's asking me to step into this position, that means that he believes I can do this, that I'm capable. And I'm going to take it. So I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm
Yeah,
realizing
and
how
I know Mike, and he would never ask you to do it if he did not believe in you.
right.
Mm.
And that's kind of where it came from. I was just like, all right, if he's asking, I'm going to accept.
Mhm.
So I am like super thrilled about it. Of course, I'm a little nervous too, but I'm super thrilled about that. But since then, I've done my 3 lives. Yeah, my 3 live Facebook posts.
Mhm.
From that, Miss Angela has asked me to make her a powder. So I'm very excited. My mom is placing an order for the new palette. She also wants, and my mom was not like supportive of me in this business at all. Like she's a Clinique lady. Okay. Like it took me about 1.5 years to get her to even try my makeup. And now she's ordering like all sorts of skincare. She's like, I need waterproof mascara. I need waterproof eyeliner. I need some more skincare. I need, I want to get that new palette. She's addicted to the Flawless face sticks. She loves them. So she's going to be placing an order. I ended up getting an order for this morning. I woke up to an email saying that I had an order placed on my Motive site. And I'm like, oh, my friend Heaven, who I haven't spoken to in like 13 years, was talking about wanting that lipstick that I put on yesterday. I was like, maybe she ordered that lipstick. Nope, not Heaven. Another lady ended up seeing my Facebook Live, apparently liked the palette, went to my website and bought the palette. My aunt called me and asked me to come out and make her a custom blend. So I went out yesterday and did that. She had a guest. Look at Ange. She had a guest who wanted a sample of a powder. So I made her a sample. She tells me she absolutely loves it and will be placing an order. Then Heaven calls me this morning. This girl I haven't talked to in 13 years. She calls me. She needs something because she is my age. She's 43. Just got diagnosed with arthritis. She's in constant pain from that. Her 20-year-old daughter has arthritis. She's in constant pain. Her skin, she said she's just not happy with her skin. She needs something to, help her with her skincare and stuff like that. And she went right onto my website did the custom skincare quiz. She's ordering a bottle of OPC. She's got 3 other products in her cart. She is like ready to go, and she may be interested in the business as well.
You
So,
rock it, girl.
all of that, and I am like on this absolute high. And I told Megan, I'm like, girl, we are embarking on a new journey. We are going to rock this. We're going to make Rochester so damn big. They're going to look at us at the next convention and go, who the hell is Flushadelphia?
I love it.
I love it.
Hashtag momentum, hashtag
Yes.
professional solutions expert. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
So
And one thing I'm gonna say about momentum is you gotta just go with it, no matter how exhausted you are. So first of all, we're cancel. You're gonna love the momentum ride, and you're gonna ride that like a wave, and you're just gonna enjoy it and bring everyone with you on that ride. So I love it.
I'm loving it. And
Oh,
Megan has got
awesome.
big things coming up too. So I'm excited to be working with her. Megan, I have not forgotten about your website. Just FYI. I love you. Thank you for your
That's so funny.
patience. It has been
Yes.
so busy since I accepted that new position. I did not realize, guys, seriously, like I got this whole booklet of like actual legal documents that needed to be signed between me and Market America. And I'm like, oh shit, this is like legit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, so, but it's so exciting. Like I am so high on life right now. And I feel like, it's like I said in my video, I've got a lot of things that I could be worried about, but I feel like I am just on this journey and I'm on my path. Like I am on that right path right now. And all the little things that I could be worried about, I'm just not worried. I'm like, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm on that path. Like this is that journey.
You are strong, you are successful, you are consistent, you are coachable, you are a leader, you love people, you help people, you make a difference, you get things done, and you are a master UFO.
There we go. Nice.
Love it.
And I'm bringing all of you with me.
Yay.
Yes. So it's funny. I am actually starting a new job on Monday.
Congratulations.
Cool. I'm going back to the emergency room.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I have a job where literally I sit at home. And it's really hard to network when you sit at home.
Very
And
true.
so I have made the decision and I'm going back to the ER, and it's so cute because in my interview, they're like, yeah, the young ones, they're like social and they like to do stuff together. I'm like, people, yeah. So yes, you are going to be an awesome UBP coordinator. Should I send you like my favorite people to show the plan?
Sure. Absolutely.
Actually, it's so funny. The first UBP was Shannon Goodberry. I loved her story. She had me so I went with my little notebook of like why we shouldn't do it, walked away after her. And then my first local was Dennis Franks. So
Nice.
supporting my 53
Wow.
Dennis Franks, because we were talking about building our businesses today. And he just slam dunked it. And I said to my husband, I'm like, dude, we can do this. We can totally do this. And anybody can do this. Anybody can do this.
Mhm.
And
Can
so
I
I
say
need you
that
all
one thing?
to stop 1 second. And I need you all to say, I can do this.
I
can
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 do
do
this.
this.
I am
will
doing
do
this.
this.
I will. do
I will
Will
do
do
this.
This.
I must do this.
I must
I
do that.
must do
This.
I love it. Yes, we can do this, you guys. No matter how many little voices are in our head, no matter how many people are in our circle that tell us we can't, we are here to prove those fuckers wrong. Excuse
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Fire.
Yes, we are here to show them it can be done because some of these people, they don't know it can be because they don't, they're in a world that tells them they can't.
Mhm.
And they're not strong enough to see that they can't. So we're
Yeah.
here to first show them, and then we're here to teach them.
And I
Yes.
think a lot of it too is that they're so afraid to dream now. We've been taught out of dreaming,
Yeah.
you know? And we
Yeah.
need to bring that back to people. We need to let them realize, you know, you can achieve your goals. You can still dream big and achieve that. It doesn't matter how old you are. You know, what do you have? 2 days left on earth? No. What are you going to do with the next year of your life? What are you going to do with the next 3 years of your life? You're 47. Oh no. Are you going to die at 50? No.
I hope not, because I just turned 50.
You're stuck with us. So don't even think about going anywhere, Missy.
But honestly, we don't know what's coming. So we need to build it for today. We need to build it
Right.
as our
Yeah.
legacy, and we need to build it because we don't know what's coming.
But it's never
True.
too late. It's never too late to dream. You know,
Absolutely.
and
No.
chase that dream. You know,
And
you
that
can
goes
work the rest
back
of your life for
to-
somebody else's dream, but work for yours, damn it.
Yeah. And that goes
Here.
back to what Eva said. Eva said something about we are at our best when we're either building or creating.
True.
And if you're not building or creating, you're literally just kind of dying.
Yeah.
I mean, like, really, like in your soul.
And
you know?
for women, I think that's especially true because that's what we are. We are the creators, you
Yes,
know,
we are.
we bring forth life and we nurture. That's who we are as a whole, you know, we are the
Absolutely.
nurturing people. So I think that's really important, especially for us group of ladies, you know, to keep that in mind and just help nurture other people and help bring that reality back to them, because I think as children, that is something that is stolen from us by society.
Yeah, we have to keep thinking outside of the box and not staying in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And then that takes me as a final little thought here, going back to the Dee and Gary Brecka. And one of the things that he said, it's our outcome projection. First, every day, we need to take our deep breath.
Mhm.
We need to set our intentions, whether that's reading what I've like put out there, whether that's, you know, like my intention for today is to get through my life and feel really good and amazing. My intention for today is to call someone. My intention, you know, whatever your intention
no.
is. And then the last part, which sometimes can be a little hard for me,
We
is-
missed the last couple ones. You froze again.
okay, and the last thing is you need to visualize your outcome. So what I did when we were at convention is I actually took a picture in front of the $1 Million member wall, standing there, because now I can pull that up and I can like really focus, like this is me. I'm on the millionaire wall. I mean, like I'm standing there, but I'm on the millionaire wall. I'm on the millionaire wall. And like, I can kind of like sink into there. I can sink into there. You know, so whatever it is for you, whether if you're artistic and you can like draw yourself, whatever it is, wherever you want to be, take that time to take your deep breath, set your intentions, and visualize the outcome.
Mhm.
And I think that we all next year, well, actually, we all at leadership school are going to be flourishing with an amazing team. And we're going to have to be like scouring the neighborhood for tickets.
Yep.
We're going to be the ones who are out there going, hey, everyone, I need tickets, instead of, hey, I have an extra ticket that I can sell. No, we're going to be yelling from the rooftops, I need your tickets because I got people. So,
Yep.
so
Absolutely.
right, so that gives us 3 minutes. Why don't we just go around and we'll just do a quick round robin and see if there's anything else that you guys want to add to tonight's discussion. I think it's been really good. And I think we need to get in the habit of making sure we are purposeful and present and really there for each other. So Julia, what do you want to say?
I'm just very thankful for all of you wonderful ladies, and thank you, Angela, for joining our group. It's
Yeah.
going to be great having you. And it's just, like I said, it's more of a family than it is a friendship. We all look out for each other. We all help each other. We have each other's backs. So, I'm thankful for that part with this business and with all of you ladies. And Laura, if you need a name, I have Drayton's number.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know,
Yeah, just-
Julie, I appreciate that, but I am married.
I'm not.
But Julie's not.
That's too funny.
But no, he did send me a happy
Happy
because
birthday, Julie.
I turned 50 at the convention this year.
Nice.
Awesome.
So my friend, I happened to see him in the hallway, and I got a happy birthday text.
Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
So yeah, so he's a very down to earth guy. Gotta love him for that.
Mhm.
This was my first in-person convention, and
Mhm.
like I told everybody here in our Ohio group, I said, all I can say is wow.
mm-hmm.
Very different in person than it was being sitting at home at a
Oh, yeah.
table all day
Yeah.
long. It drug and drug and drug doing that. But
Mhm.
being there, actually there, it was so incredible that the time just flew by. And it was great to see Kim for just a little bit, but hey, it was great. I got to see you. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see you, Megan and Laura, but
I know.
next
we
We
did
time.
look
looked
each
for you
other.
guys. We did look for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
next
to see
time.
them like really quick as we were going into the party, but my one business partner was having some medical stuff, so we had to leave.
Oh,
That's why we
All
couldn't
right,
find her.
Miss Megan, any final thoughts?
I just want to say I love that one little video of JR's daughter showing the plan. I actually recorded that because I was like, I need something like down to a really like tiny kid level to understand and teach, because that's how I learn. So I just thought that was the best thing ever, and I really enjoyed that. And even with JR and his longer explanations of everything over and over again, the repeating constantly really did reassure me, even if it was like, okay, with a lot of people around me were like, oh, not again, whatever. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm still gonna listen to him. He's funny, he's entertaining, and I'm just gonna listen to him again. He said that thing 3 times. I heard it like from 2 conventions ago. But he does make a lot of sense, and I really did take a lot from his older, I think it was like 1982, his when he had the whiteboard behind him, and he's like pointing, he's like, you can be here for free, or I can't say verbatim, whatever, but he's like, you can be here for free, there's no money here at all, you can leave at any time, blah blah blah. And I want to take that, incorporate with my own business, and talking to people, because I'm here for them, and here to help others and teach and learn together. So basically, come in or leave, whatever. That's basically what it comes down to. And I like the one that when I would say his name wrong, Deidre, is that what you said, Deidre? Yeah, and I like what me and Laura both pulled out of that whole situation,
Drayton?
where it's like the famous line that he used.
Oh, Drayton.
Drayton. Thank you, Drayton.
That's
Where
okay.
he was talking about I'm still earning money no matter what. I
Yeah,
love that saying. Yes. So yeah, that was
Yes.
my takeaway.
I was actually looking for, I think it's in the, so on the unfranchised business app, all the videos are there. And I think the
Yeah.
original B5 is there that JR does. And that's a good one, especially like Angela, I know you said, you know, you're still trying to figure out like what it is and what it isn't. And it has evolved since then, but I think that's a good
Mhm.
place to start, is just kind of listen to that over and over and over and over again till it's just like is so stuck. Good stuff, Megan. Laura, how about you?
I just want to say thank you guys for I know it's been a long time since I've been on this chat again. And so thank you for welcoming me back with open arms. Um, I want to say thank you to Megan again because I love
Aw,
you to pieces. Um,
thank you.
Angela, I am so glad I stopped to talk to you. And
Oh my goodness.
that meeting you has been an absolute blessing as well. So, if there's anything ever that you need, please feel free to reach out. I think I can speak for all of us ladies here. We are always there for everyone.
Mhm.
And we welcome you to the tribe. So you are now family. You're stuck with us. Sorry.
I'm not going nowhere anyway.
But no, I just wanted to say, I'm really glad that I stopped to talk to you because you're just such a positive person, and
Mhm.
I love that, and I think that we can help each other
Mhm.
in great ways. Julie, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you.
I've got two more. I'm not looking forward to it. I feel for you.
Mhm.
But again, same thing. If you ever need someone just to talk or just to listen, always here. And Kim, as always, love, you are just amazing. Thank you so much for
Good.
jumping on my live the other day. That was so much fun, and I truly
Mhm.
appreciate, all the support that you give. You're just an amazing woman, and I just feel so blessed to have you ladies in my life. So thank you.
And we're
Aw,
blessed to have you.
Thank you.
absolutely. Couldn't agree more. We love having you here, and welcome back.
Thanks.
All right, Miss Angela, what you got for me?
Well, I'm really grateful, really, really grateful. And I have to tell the story of how me and Laura met. I was feeling horrible. I was at convention and I had drove 12 hours and I didn't have my supplement. So I wasn't upbeat and really ready for convention. And I was feeling really bad and I was sitting on the stairs with my head held down. And this wonderful, beautiful lady came up to me and asked me, "Are you okay?" And I wasn't okay. I wasn't. And she was just like, "Oh well, if you need anything, I got some stuff, and no, I'm gonna go." She was just amazing, and that
Mhm.
just really solidified that I am in the right place. I'm with my people. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I am where I can help the most people. I can give the most love. I can give them belief in this is my spot. This is what I've been looking for. This is
Mhm.
amazing. And just
Mhm.
for her to, I felt amazing being at convention anyway, because you have to be there to feel it. I couldn't put it in, I couldn't explain what I experienced there to anybody.
Mhm.
I couldn't put it in words. You have to experience that. And to have her come to me like that, that was just amazing. It was like, oh
Mhm.
my God, I love this place. So anywho, um, I'm just really grateful to have found this. I've been in the internet business for about 5 years, and this is the first place that I found where I can really plant my feet and really grow. I don't have to jump around and all this stuff, next new shiny object. I ain't got to talk to 50 million people, because this is a lifelong adventure, and the people that I come in contact will be lifelong friends and family and business partners,
Mhm.
and I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. I'm just grateful and thankful to be here and for you guys to even invite me in. So
You're home, baby. You're home.
I love it. Oh,
Well, I love that. You
cute.
know,
I love it.
Laura is a very loving person.
Mhm.
yes,
And she just loved on you, and it's not surprising to me that she did, because that's just who she is. In the short little time that I've gotten to know her, like that's like if somebody were to say to me, like, Kim, can you explain Laura? I would say, well, she's this badass wilderness woman who could probably kick your ass, and she loves on people. And actually, she loves on animals probably more than she loves on people.
Mhm.
Now, see,
funny.
Megan described me when Megan and I first started hanging out. She was like, "You're really intimidating," and I'm like, "Really?"
Oh yeah, like it was awful. I've known her for years, known her, and I've like our friend talks about her all the time, whatever. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And then she keeps coming in. I see her here and there whenever we talk, and then she gets a bird, and I'm like, oh, cool, she has a bird. Okay, cool. I'm like, does she know anything about birds? That's the first thing I said.
I do now.
No, she does. She knows more than I do, but it's just so funny. But yeah, no, she had this presence when you're in person with her, and just very powerful presence of just, and I don't get intimidated very easily. And also I'm like, okay, quiet. And I don't quiet down either easily. Okay, what she has to say, it's important. Yeah. So yeah.
he does have an
And
amazing
I want
presence.
to point
Yes.
out also that the coolest part about this group is I am not financially connected to any of you. Julie is not financially connected to anybody.
Mhm.
Laura and Megan are financially connected, and I don't believe Angela is financially connected to any of us.
No.
And to find a
And yet here we are, one big happy family supporting each other.
yeah, to find a company that actually this is part of our culture, and this is the culture
Yes.
they created. This is a gift. Like, I don't even have this in
Mhm.
my job. Like, there is no
Mhm.
culture of like, oh, I'm so glad that you got the promotion, because really everyone's going, well, why did she get the promotion?
Yeah.
What did she
Yeah.
do?
So my thing, I think, is that we need to pay it forward. We have this amazing little bubble, but let's make it a big bubble. Let's pay it forward. Let's bring bring people into our fold, and let's not be afraid of that. I think sometimes as women, I know personally, like when I create my little nucleus, I'm like, but I don't want anybody to ruin my little nucleus. So I don't really want anybody else to come in. But it's okay. Because you know what? We're all strong, powerful women, and we can handle that.